Hang on, let me check.
Oh my god. What a fucking introduction to that episode. Just me laughing my fucking head off. Yeah, let's hope your voice sharing is on there, bud.
Yup, it is. Thank
Thank
fuck
God
for
for that.
that.
Alright, so listen. We're back because we're no lives. We got shit to say. And we have
And not enough
opinions.
time to say it.
And not enough time to say it. So here's what we're gonna do. We got Lady Mute. We got Crazy Dickhead. We got fucking Wolf Nation Dickhead President. Oh, not Wolf Nation, but I'm the. Okay, shut up. And we got Nolly. So, here's the topic.
Yay!
Shut your mouth. Here's the topic. Bikers then to bikers now. Now, this is a very controversial subject because when we gotta say what we gotta say, we're gonna be hunted and murdered in real life. Nolly, get out your little rant. Whatever the fuck. Just make sure we don't get killed from what you say.
Alright, I'm back. Alright.
Okay. Say your shit.
Alright, so, the first thing that we need to establish about old school motorcycle clubs is this. The majority of them were vets.
Yeah.
And I don't
That's
mean
how clubs were
veterinarians
started.
working on dogs and shit.
Yeah.
I mean military
they were
vets.
in the war, Vietnam War.
World War II, the Korean War,
Yeah.
all of that.
And the way
These
that they were
motherfuckers
formed.
were the most patriotic sons of bitches in the world.
Yeah.
They weren't about all of this hippy-dippy liberal bullshit of hugs and kisses and marijuana smoke.
Yeah.
They weren't about all of that. They were about vroom, 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 boom, 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 and fucking licking pussy and licking titties and French kissing the fucking bartender lady.
It was literally a group of fucking badass fuckers that they were in a unit together.
Fuck.
They were brothers. It weren't no bullshit. They were literally brothers that backed each other for their life. They protected each other's lives. They looked out for one another. They had a mission, a goal, a purpose, and you know they were together for a long time. Basic training, fucking all of this stuff, and most in real fucking war. And wars, you know, they've watched people, you know, get killed in front of them and stuff. You know, this was
and not this Gen Z fucking. He said my pronouns wrong more.
Yeah,
We're talking bloody fucking people
life
getting
and
their
death.
legs blown off.
Yeah.
Their fucking buddy that they fucking known since they were knee high to a grasshopper, getting his fucking eyeballs blew out his head with the fucking M16 or an AK-47 by the fucking Vietnamese.
So let's go into this is what happened. So the ones that did survive, they got out of this. You know, they were put out there. They were treated like shit. They had no money, no nothing. You know, most went fucking, you know, homeless or whatever the fuck. There was, you know, they were treated like shit. You know, I'm not saying all. I'm saying most from what I know. I know that's a big thing. A huge fucking thing in America where vets, they're mistreated or they fucking come out. And they're just alone. They're miserable. They have the sense of brotherhood is gone. The sense of having someone at your back, having help, assistance, support. You know, all this is gone because they're no longer now in something where they were put together with people and they had that. Now that is gone. So, bunch of fucking guys decided, right, well, I want that back. So they, you know, they fucking rode their bikes together, and obviously, Nolly, you can probably explain, obviously I know a lot and probably more, but you know how exactly the order of to say it, so I'm sure you could take over and the fact of, you know, that it turned more into an organized thing, especially, you know, Sonny Barger, he turned it, well, we're talking about the Hells Angels here, group of fucking, rebellious guys, just guys riding bikes, you know, just fucking guys together riding, and he took it to a more, you know, organized, you know, a more, go into it. You can
Alright, I'm gonna explain it how I know it to be true.
Yeah.
1945, the end of World War II. Guys are coming back home. They're trying to resettle back into their life. Most of the guys back then got married at a young age, had kids at a young age, 16, 17 years old. These motherfuckers already lived their life to the fullest by the time they were 25. So when they get out of the war, they figure out that civilian life isn't for them. That thrill of being in battle with these close-knit brotherhood of guys, don't know if you're gonna be alive tomorrow. They missed that, and they couldn't reform back into society. So they're like, all right, let's form these groups. We have these bomber jackets from our time in the war. Let's cut the sleeves off of those and hand paint, shit on the back and write as one. And you got clubs like the Pissed Off Bastards, the Booze Fighters, the fucking all of this shit, the Galloping Goose. And then, after a few years, in the early days it was about racing the motorcycles, but that really kind of started in like 35, 36-ish. But then 1947 comes in Hollister, California. There's a movie about this called The Wild One. Basically a group of young vets went to Hollister, California and took over the town for a few days. And then, all of that shit happened, and then they were kind of down low for a few years, and then in the 60s it really jumped up. And around that time, all of the people nowadays are gonna hate hearing this, but I'm gonna fucking say it. I'm gonna be the one to say it.
Oh, no.
The motorcycle clubs in the 60s wore Confederate flags, wore swastikas, wore SS bolts, wore Iron Crosses. So all the people watching this, if there is anyone watching this, they wore it as a fear tactic, because if you're a fucking random ass civilian seeing this big motherfucker with long hair and a beard wearing this fucking denim and
it was
boots
for a
and leather
badass
and
look.
shit.
It wasn't that they were racist. It wasn't that they had that.
A lot of them were.
Well, yeah, but for the most, it was a not to kind of shit talk, but it's kind of like the modern day thing of where these fucking bitches wear fucking band t-shirts, but they don't support the band. It's kind of a thing. They just like the look of it. It's about looking badass. It's about that more. Not with all of them, but with a lot. It was just the image of it. You know what I mean?
And in the early days, they were trophies.
Yeah.
The guys fighting neo-Nazi or the Nazis in World War II.
Yeah, they rip it off them, and then they was like, yeah, we got them.
They wear it around and say, yeah, I got this from the Nazis I killed.
Yeah.
When I was fighting.
Because you got to remember as well, a lot of them are vets. A lot of them fought against that, so it's not
Hell,
it's not
my
like
great-grandpa fought in World War II in the Korean War, and he made a necklace out of ears.
But anyway, so let's get more on track to how I was saying, right? It was started as vets and stuff. It was started because they missed that camaraderie, the brotherhood, the fucking being in a group with people, having it went from they got that back, riding bikes together, right? It then became into something more than just a bunch of unruly guys that were unorganized as fuck. Just, and a lot of them, going around doing, not the best kind of things. It was then taken, from what I know, Mr. Sonny, taking it into more of a, okay, look, each person that's going to join, they're going to pay dues, you're going to pay some money towards the club for whatever, booze, cigarettes, whatever the fuck. You're going to contribute something. You're not just going to be here and,
Yeah,
so it was that.
You're going to be a freeloader.
It was, you got to have this. He was like, I'm his junior technically. It's a image thing. He's like, right, we're going to have these certain bikes, Harleys only, this CC, and obviously, yeah, they all wore, the denim, that fucking area. Is you know, and so do you want to go more into that now? So how it changed from an unruly group to a more well-organized machine kind of thing. You know, he branched out to other countries, other places, and then the Hells Angels soon rapidly became they took over. You know, it really took over because he made them on the map. You know, he made all these charters and places, and it became a real cool thing. So the thing is that I don't know, we're kind of just talking about bikers, but our club on the game, so I know people that are in clubs, I know people that are in MCCs, which is a support club. Okay, so I know people in fucking actual things, I know people in support things. Me and Nalia are very, very well aware of the culture. Okay, I inherited my father's bike, you know, and through learning shit and stuff, you know, Nalia knows a lot about bikes, about how they run, how you get them started, this and that. I've started my father's bike. You know, that's more of a trophy thing, fucking a bit of a SOA junior thing where it's, you know, it's you know, what do you call it? A shrine, a fucking, you know, I don't want nothing to happen to it, memorial. So, yeah, but I've ridden, you know, our VP is a fucking avid rider. He's rode fucking everything. So with our club and with me, I'm like the Sonny Barger of this club and the community where I've said no to a lot of things. And the reason is because I've done what Sonny did, and I've said, you're not gonna go around in my club wearing fucking shorts and sandals. You're not gonna disgrace. To me, it's a disgrace of the image. If you're a biker, I'm gonna have some of that old school mentality where you need to look like a badass. You need to look the part. There ain't no fucking sandals here. There ain't no fucking shorts.
Jeans, boots,
You're wearing
t-shirts,
boots.
denim,
You're not
leather.
wearing fucking. And I'm not having no Jack Teller wannabes with fucking. I don't do the whole modern day biker thing. Sneakers. You're gonna wear
Let's
boots.
just say this: sneakers are a shitty idea for anyone
It's terrible.
riding a bike.
And I've ridden the bike, and to shift gears is what you know. You want some proper boots. You don't want fucking shoes or sneakers. It's just you know, everyone just know if you've actually ridden, you don't do that. You know, okay, maybe you fucking have developed a fucking hard-footedness where you don't give a fuck and you know, but it just doesn't look right, and it just no. Anyway, so yeah, image is a huge thing. You know, having your people, you know, have the respect and you know, to listen, to follow orders, to, you know, contribute. All of these things come into play. So yeah, I've tried to make what we're doing is accurate to the way that it was done and the way that it should be done. And
avoiding all of the Nazi symbols and shit.
The people that have fucked it up with the wrong kind of image, whether that's good or bad in your eyes, the wrong kind of image, and the things that I just think it's not how it should be. What are you gotta? I'd say to that now, or add to that, or opinion, or
I say a lot of these clubs need to figure out where they originate from.
Yeah, big time, because it's ruined. It's what has happened with. I mean, I don't want to talk shit on real, you know, people in this lifestyle. Obviously, you know, no real life person or biker or whoever is going to be told what they can and can't wear, especially as an American or especially whatever. But my opinion is that if you are a biker, if you go around in fucking sandals or fucking shorts or whatever, yes, you're still a biker because you ride, but I think that it's the wrong image.
There's a difference between being a bike rider and being a biker.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
I think to be a
biker to me is the guy that all he does is ride motorcycles. He wears jeans, he wears boots, and it's just not something that he wears on a Saturday night when he's out with the wife riding a street glide down the road. I'm talking choppers. I'm talking guys like Indian Larry, guys like fucking Chris Richardson. I'm talking guys like fucking Larry. I forget his last name, but he was on the Born Free bike show. He was a builder one year. He's dead now, but I'm talking guys like that, guys that still make the old school shit. They don't go to the Harley Davidson shop and buy a brand new Street Glide for 40 grand and call themselves a biker just because they own a Street Glide. That's not a biker in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes into, you know, also like badass biker. I think it could be seen as that, but I just think, because it's like, look, these people, you know, I mean, Luke himself, right? People who ride, yeah, okay, they're riders, but I think, especially if you're in a club, there is a certain image that you should uphold, and I just don't think it's right seeing, you know, obviously the world has advanced, the world has, you know, evolved and changed, but I think it's gone in a bad direction, because you know, I'm not gonna name the club. I'm not gonna name things
Out of respect.
But from what, out of respect, because I know people in this lifestyle and culture. Okay, people, friends of my father's, who looked after his bike. So I'm not gonna name anything. But from what I've seen nowadays of clubs, and they're wearing fucking shorts. I mean, they look like they're going to the fucking beach. I mean, it's a disgrace. If you are of that kind, if you're supposed to be a badass biker, if you're supposed to be in a club, you need to put some fucking boots on, put some fucking jeans on, some leather fucking pants, denim or leather, and fucking live the proper lifestyle and do it right. And I think you are doing a disgrace to that patch, to that club, and the image of what a biker is by, you know, by going around looking like that. I think what Sonny did was the best fucking thing. Like, I think there needs to be more people like that, really, because that's a great fucking dude. Like, that's a great club right there. Now, I think people need to copy suit from that. Because that's the way it should be done. Like, that's a fucking real good leader right there. That's a great fucking club right there. And I think for a lot of the clubs that are doing things the way they're doing, I don't know.
The thing for me is
There's an echo.
that echo though. Is it gone? Is it gone?
I got it. No, it's not. I got it. No, it's not. What the fuck? Fucking up our live stream.
You're fucking up the podcast. Testing.
I don't know why it's doing that. Is it me?
Testing.
Testicles.
It's Joker's microphone.
Google. Yeah, it's Joker.
Okay, it's gone.
It's gone? Okay.
Yeah.
Go on, so what were you
I had my mic
saying?
muted for like the past 20 minutes. What are we talking about?
Yeah, Nolly,
Alright, anyway. The thing that I kind of look at it as is, it's the same kind of thing with music, right? Back in the 70s and 80s, you have bands like Skynyrd, fucking Led Zeppelin, fucking Motorhead, Metallica, Megadeth, all of these bands. And these guys started playing music because of the old blues, the old rock from the 50s, and the doo-wop and all of that shit from the late 40s. And they came at it out of respect. And I think more modern day bikers need to have that, because I've seen a lot of modern day quote unquote bikers complain about the old school crowd and how they don't wear protective gear and how they ride choppers, and you shouldn't bash them, guys. If it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be normal to ride a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
People need to have the respect for the
it's a
original
respect thing.
thing.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then they need to get the fuck out of it. It don't matter if you're black, if you're white, if you're Mexican, it don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You can respect these guys even though they wore these racist symbols and shit. You can ignore all that for the shit that they pioneered.
Because let's remember that a lot of these guys, and I think which people get away from that, and they just look at them as bad. Well, I mean, first of all, you gotta look at the original thing is that a lot of them were vets. A lot of them people, fought against that, and like it was, trophies and things, and they took it off them and stuff. So, but
And then
anyway,
you
that's
gotta
regardless. What?
A lot of bikers had a deep hate towards Asians in particular, because it didn't matter if you were Vietnam vet, World War II vet, it don't matter. That's who you were fighting. The Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, and so there's still World War II vets living today that have a deep hatred for them, for what they did.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you have the Korean War vets, they have a deep hatred to North Korea because of their very dictator-esque leader.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, back at that time, being racist was normal. Everyone was raised like that, and I'm sure a lot of people watching have grandparents or great-grandparents that still think like that. It's just the thing that they grew up around and couldn't shed when they got older. And I mean, is it bad? I guess you could say that it's bad, but the thing that I don't like, everyone nowadays calls everything racist. Like, I shit you not, there's a website called Racist Hate Symbols Database or whatever. The fucking bowl cut haircuts on there. The fucking Confederate flags on there. Viking tattoos are on there. Fucking, you name it, it's most likely on there.
I don't know. I mean, I think that with the whole real life shit, I think that's just down to individuals. You can't control them. I just think stuff with clubs has got so big that you can't really, no one's gonna say, oh, you can't wear this, can't do that. But I think from the get go, if you establish these rules of how it's done, and then that's just the way that it goes, that's the way to do it. So I think, especially with people on here, on fucking gaming and shit, I think that if you're gonna do a club, you should do it right, and you should do justice to how it was originally done. If you're gonna be role playing as a biker, then fucking roleplay as a fucking biker, not a fucking surfer or a fucking
Skater,
or a
fucking metalhead, or a fucking...
you need to be doing it right.
You need to be the damn thing.
And I think all this Sons of Anarchy fucking generation of fucking idiots that watch that and think, yeah, we're gonna do that. Fuck your white shoes, fuck your joggers, fuck your fucking shorts, put on some fucking jeans. Yeah. If you're gonna
your
do
street glides.
Do it right. Whoa, I like street glides. But yeah, no, the old shit. So none of these fucking real old school. I mean, I like them, but yeah. But yeah, old shit. Do it fucking, the way that it was done, and just that kind of image would be a great thing to uphold and continue. If you look at us, I mean, not to disrespect any clubs that are doing good things out there, but I can't name another club that fucking actually wears, that has a code of, a dress code, which is
the only club that I can think of offhand that fucking dresses like real bikers and don't dress like these fucking emo rap fucking SoundCloud shit for brain artists is the banished breed or the banished whatever they're going as nowadays.
Banished ones, banished breed.
And I mean, at the end of the day, it is a game, so you can do what the fuck you want with it. But if you have an interest in motorcycle culture, you need to start from the beginning. You can't just look at Sons of Anarchy and think that, oh, that's how bikers are. Which, that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these people in the biker culture...
Yeah, someone says not many good clubs are left, yeah. I mean, that's the... Yeah, alright, Joker. That's the problem, is that so many people aren't doing it the right way that it's just gone to absolute fuck. In terms of weapons, you know, in terms of 1%, in terms of fucking dress code and try, you know, look, and just it's just gone to fuck because people are just doing what they want. And because everyone's doing what they want, then everyone else follows that, because it's like the whole thing with the musket. Shadow, by the way, who's Shadow? I know too many people, no disrespect, I apologise, I don't know. If we can say how we met, then maybe that'll help. But anyway, good to see you on the thing. Thanks for coming in. Obviously, I don't ever stream. I don't have a lot of viewers, but this is something we're just doing, just to fucking, you know, vent shit, and maybe this will pick up. Be nice. So what we're basically just saying is that, yeah, the image of things, you know, it's gone to fuck, and especially with the 1% code. I mean, look, in game to real life, 1% are opposites. 1% real life, you are an outlaw. You don't follow the Joke, we're trying to do a thing here, man. Shut up. So, like, 1% in real life, you're an outlaw. You're a 1% club. You're not something that just rides. You're something that is kind of, you do some, you know, deals, some kind of, you know, you do a lot of stuff. So that's what a 1% in real life is, okay? In the game, it's about, there's a whole code of not having an advantage over other players. 1% means if you have a pie is 100%, the whole thing, okay? That's 100%. 1%, that's a tiny, tiny bit of the pie, okay? 1% of the pie. Now, 1% in the game is the opposite to what it is in real life, where it's like that mentality, you do what you like, you know, no rules, fuck off, da da da. It's about being the 1% of people that don't use all the shit that GTA is giving you, okay? 1% is about being the people that don't do that. Now that just doesn't, like the name states, people have the 1% diamond on the back or whatever the fuck, shield, whatever people doing, doesn't mean that they're actually sticking to it. We and Banshees, as far as I can say, are the only fucking clubs, and you know, we're both, you know, not, you know, hundreds of, you know, a lot of members, you know, because obviously people aren't in it. People can't play fair. They can't play fucking legit. People need to use corners. They gotta play scummy. They gotta EWO, because it's all about getting the kill.
Especially
right?
when you have the hardcore crew battle era of clubs.
Yeah. So clubs came in where it's all just shooting. It's about. I'm not no fanboy, but one thing I noticed Dirty Worker said on a stream talk about this shit. It's earn your kills and take your deaths, and that is a thing with Pride players, you know. And you know, you're not gonna fucking if you're wounded in real life, you're not just gonna fucking kill yourself, you know what I mean? You're gonna stay in the fight. So, for me, people in this, they're like, oh my god, my health, okay, boom, you know, just EWO, just commit suicide. Like, that's not how you fight. You're just a pussy.
Oh shit, I dying.
So,
I better get down C4 and boom.
So yeah, so look, so the 1% is different. It's about fucking being the percent of players that don't. Now obviously, because everyone and their mother uses the musket, that's been an accepted thing, okay? An accepted loadout for the longest time, or a very widely accepted loadout, okay, that everyone, including us, used to follow, is ARs, pistol, pump shotguns. That's the biker loadout, okay? Now, then, The president of this club decided to be a little Felix Jr. because he listened to a lot of what he had to say, and he watched a lot of testing on every fucking weapon, and it clicked. That is 1%. Okay, so the way that I say it is true 1% is what Banshees are doing and what we are doing. That's true 1%. A 1% that's been widely accepted as a standard, which I won't disrespect, you know, is the pump shotguns, the AR and the thing. Another, now
Because at
there's
the
a,
end of the day, it does take skill to use shotguns, and it does take skill to use the musket. But when you're fucking sitting there firing off 10 musket shots every 2 seconds, that gets a little bit fucking, you know. In battles,
see,
all you fucking hear
the
is...
problem with, yeah. See, now the problem with it is that if it will hit, you're gonna get a fucking kill, right? That's a one hit, right? Now I've seen the testing, we've done the testing, and it's OP shit. Okay, maybe it's fucking, you know, it's difficult to use. Okay, fair enough. The musket and these things, everyone and their mother has them and uses them, so it's an accepted thing that okay, that's 1%. But in my opinion, it's not. Okay, it's OP. Now 1%, if you know what 1% is about and where it's originated from, it's about not getting an advantage over other players. Now, if you have a weapon that can kill someone, okay, with one fucking shot, 2 shots, you have an advantage, okay? The standard is standard pistols and an AR. That's just the way that it is. And obviously now you have that third way of the musket and these things. Now these weapons are OP, they're overpowered. You can kill someone, one hit, they're fucking dead. The range is ridiculous. Not even then including the fast reload, which everyone fucking does as well. So the argument saying, well, yeah, but it takes long. Okay, no, listen, no one stands there and waits for it to reload. Everyone does fast reload. So don't even give me that bullshit. Even if you do, you're still using it, you hit, dead. So, true 1%, the 1% of what it originated at, before all these pussies decided, oh, well, everyone uses this, so we'll just use it. Okay, before, which is very understandable. You know, I get it. Because if you lose carrying, then fuck it, right? Like, okay, that's just the way that it is. But, if you look at what 1% means and what amazingly we stood by for years and Banshees has stood by for years, is, you know, about playing with skill, playing with pride, playing with honor. You know, we don't ego, we don't kill ourselves. We stay in the fucking fight. We don't fucking shoot through fucking corners. We don't fucking do, you know, wall breaches and glitches. We don't fucking, you know, constantly do all this scum shit that everyone does. And that's the difference between us and everyone else, which is exactly what 1% is. So there you have been educated, and no one can argue against that with me because I know the roots of it. You just can't argue with that. So, I mean, good luck with that argument with me. But,
This guy's like the Ted Nugent of MC fucking...
yeah, you can't argue with me. It's not accepted. I'll call the police. You're not allowed. I'll shut you
Heavily
down.
disputed.
Heavily disputed. Undefeated champion. No, I'm just...
Ooga
Come fight me. No. We fucking, like, so...
Right.
Two things, image and that. My horse has had enough of me riding it. It's like, fuck off. I'm done. Kicks me off, fucked off. So, yeah, that's the big things is image and you know, play style. I don't know if you got anything to add to that now. I don't know if there is anything we can really say. I think we said everything. Game and real life.
One thing that I wouldn't like that about the real life shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you're afraid to get on a motorcycle and ride it, and you think you need all of this fucking protective gear, full face helmet, and all this shit, you shouldn't be on motorcycles. If you're that afraid of getting on a bike, you shouldn't be on it.
I gave advice recently to a club. I'm not going to name what club, but everyone knows of Covenant, and they have the fucking, you know, the fucking dome helmets, you know, the chrome dome helmets, black helmets, and they have the fucking black baggers, right? That's their image. Now there's a club that's fucking that's gonna pop up soon, and I saw a picture. You know, they did a picture with the 3-4 with them on the fucking baggers, black baggers with the fucking helmets, and I said to them, I said, look, if you are gonna fucking make a club, you need to do it right. And I told them straight, and I said, look, you are gonna be seen as Covenant Juniors with the fucking bike like that, with the helmet. You're gonna get that. Second of all, if you're gonna fucking do a club, use fucking choppers, okay? And if you're gonna do helmets, okay, helmets are not 1% because they eat bullets. It's just a fact, okay? But if you don't really care about the 1% side and you're doing more of the roleplay side, okay, cool. If you're gonna do that, do it fucking right. Wear fucking half helmets. Wear the fucking, you know, the old vet helmets with the fucking cigarettes in them, or the fucking dome helmets. Don't wear these fucking full face helmets. They're sports bike helmets, okay? I don't care who you are, what you fucking. You're gonna look like a twat. Yes, it's protection. Yes, it's fucking the law in England. Fucking, that's the helmets, you know. And probably, you know, if I was gonna fucking ride, that's probably, you know, the helmets you gotta have, okay? But look, you're role playing as a biker in GT. You can fucking choose, okay? There's no law saying fucking you gotta, you know, this is your options.
And
Okay?
if you crash into a fucking NPC car because they swerve in front of you like a fucking idiot,
you're not gonna die in real
there's
life.
a respawn button. You ain't
Yeah.
just gonna convulse in your
So,
bed and then drop
look,
dead.
It's about image, okay? No one's fucking wearing it thinking, oh yeah, this one's really gonna protect my fucking. Look, if you're on a bike, you're gonna, you know, you're in danger. That's just the lifestyle. That's just the way, you know. Look, you could run out, you could walk out your house and get hit by a bus and die. So, you know, like life's a fucking, you know, mixed bag of chance. It's a gamble, okay? The image of it, okay? Look, go and watch fucking old fucking bike documentaries and shit, and look at the image, okay? The fucking just fucking do it right, for fuck's sake. You know, the helmet. I'm sick of seeing people just do it. In my opinion, them helmets look stupid. Them helmets are for fucking dirt bikes, crosses, fucking sport bikes. If you're fucking driving choppers, wear a fucking half fucking dome helmet, half fucking face, whatever the fuck. Okay, wear that fucking shit, or don't wear a fucking helmet. If you're gonna do it, do the image fucking right. I don't want to hear, oh well, we're British, and in England we wear this fucking helmet. Look, GTA is America, okay, first of all. Second of all, it's not real life, it's a game, okay? And if you want to be a club, the things you need to do to survive, you know, it's image. Image is a big thing. Well, I mean, or at least it should be, you know? So, and if it ain't image for you, then it's the fact that, you know, you're shooters. Each club has something to offer, and most it's either they're gonna have image, which, you know, this probably you're not gonna have probably that. So it's gonna be, you're gonna either have content or shooters. That's it. And we have the image. That's our thing. You know, we like making content too. And if we get shot, we'll certainly fucking fight. And if you're playing legit, we ain't fucking leaving. If there's bullshit going off, you ain't gonna see my guys wanting to stay there, and I wouldn't blame them. So, like, that's just the way it is. But if you're gonna do a club, do it fucking right. You know. But yeah, I mean, to me that's a huge fucking thing. I think if you go around, or if you go out on a bike in sweatpants, I just think you're just a dickhead. You know, if I did that, I'd call myself a dickhead. I'd hope other people would call me a dickhead, because it's just, what are you doing? What are you fucking doing? So, I don't know what more else we can say on it. I think with the whole 1% with the game thing, it's you know, going more into that. It's all about fucking being skill based. It's about not having an advantage over other players. It's about base game shit. And an argument to destroy everyone with the fucking musket. The musket, it's not open to base game players. So your argument is completely, you can't argue anything against me in saying, oh well, it's, you know, it's I don't give a fuck what you have to say, because look, it's not something that the base game can get. So I mean, even with that, it's, some people are gonna have that, some aren't. So already you have an advantage over that player, and 1% is to not have an advantage. The fact that it's a 1-hit, 2-hit kill, you know, from fucking miles away, you know.
Another thing that I would like
Drop the mic.
to add, it's not about GTA or anything like that, but it's on Red Dead. If you're playing Red Dead, it takes place in 1898, for the people that don't fucking understand that. In 1898, you didn't see cowboys wearing pink, that's first and foremost, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna sound sexist, but I don't give two flying shits about it.
Mm-hmm.
There were no female cowboys. Yes, there were female outlaws. Very rare, but there were 2 of them that I know of. Alright?
Yeah, it's not
And
a thing.
the thing that I cannot stand is seeing people dressed like fucking idiots on a Western game.
Yeah. Look, I mean, real life game, you can do what the fuck you want. Okay? Yes, you can do it.
But if you're role playing as an outlaw biker on GTA, if you're role playing as a cowboy on Red Dead, a Native American on Red Dead, or anything like that, go at it with, first off, respect.
Yeah.
Especially with Native American, if you're dressing yourself as a Native American on Red Dead. Me, I have a Native American character on Red Dead, and I try to model my character as historically accurate
you can,
to the specific Native American tribe that I'm trying to
roleplay as.
Portray my character as. I portray my character as the Chiricahua Apache, Geronimo, and all of them guys back then.
And he has a lot of fucking knowledge, you know, documentaries, things, a lot of fucking research, a lot of fucking knowledge on this shit. So he's gone at it with a complete, you know, love for it, an understanding of it, and a respect for it. So I think, yeah, you know, I mean, because there was a Facebook fucking comment of a guy, and he was like, stop fucking, I hate everyone dressing up as Native Americans because it's disrespecting me, and people are just fucking going, hounding, like, you fucking stupid, it's a game, we can dress how we want, we can do what we want, you know, and I think the fact that someone's gonna be, the only reason where I would back doing, you know, if you're gonna, my opinion of it, whether it's you're duplicating a real life patch in a game, which obviously there's been lawsuits on this thing, so now, or a while back, it was found that, yeah, okay, it's true, they don't want you doing that, that's their license fucking shit, they don't want people doing that, that's their property, you know, they don't want anyone that's not that dealing with it. My opinion of it before that came out was like, who's gonna give a fuck about, you know, people doing shit on a game? Who gives a fuck? It's a fucking game. It's you know, my thing is, whether they like it or not, if you were gonna try and roleplay as a fucking Native American, if you're gonna try and roleplay as a fucking club, don't fuck up the patch and put stupid shit all over it. Fuck it up, take it away from what it originally was. Don't fucking roleplay as a fucking Native Indian with fucking pink hair and fucking you're just a dickhead. If you're gonna do it right. And whether people are offended or not, at least you haven't done it wrong. You know, done them wrong by fucking up the image. That's where I stand on it. So.
And another thing is, I have 20% Native American blood in me. I mean, some people probably hear that and laugh. Some people probably hear that and laugh and say, oh, blah, 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 that's not enough to be proud of, blah, blah, blah. It is. Some requirements for some tribes, you can have as little as 6.5% of native blood. As long as you have the ancestors and you have the blood, you are Native American. It don't matter. You could be the palest motherfucker in the world, but if you have that blood in you, you are Native American, whether these gatekeepers like it or not, or whether the government like it or not, you're Native American. It don't fucking matter.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
and if anything, I think it's better that a lot of people would want to portray Native Americans in
out,
a game or fucking
I love
have
seeing it, man,
native
because it's
characters.
not something you see a lot. You know, like the first
Yeah.
time I saw it was in I think Assassin's Creed 3, and that's the first time I ever seen, you know, Native American, Native Indians, whatever you want to say. You know, apologies, I'm a bit uneducated. Okay, in a game, and I thought it was fucking dope as fuck to be playing, to be seeing, you know, the weapons, the fucking, you know, the technology of that day, the way that it was done, the dress, the look, the accent, the whatever. It's not something that was in mainstream culture that you see a lot. So I think
It's a
it's fucking
beautiful
dope. I
culture.
think it's
It's
really
one of the
fucking
most
amazing.
beautiful cultures in the
know?
world.
Mhm.
The women are beautiful. The ceremonial dress, the regalia that they
The
wear
way that
at
they do
powwows.
things, the respect,
It's
the
so
fucking
beautiful. Their
yeah.
traditional music, their
Yep.
instruments, their dances, their
And they were done so fucking wrong.
spirituality, their
Yeah.
everything. It's such a beautiful culture, and I
they-
am ashamed
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that
What happened?
people would take that away
hmm
from them for no good reason.
Yeah.
Other
Just
than
because they didn't
to-
agree or it was alien to them. You know, and they're like, we don't
Yeah.
want. Like, who are you to fucking say that? You know, it's ridiculous, especially that it was, you know, it was their fucking land. It was their, yeah. So
Yeah,
the fact
were
that you're
the
getting some good
original
coverage, you know,
Americans.
the fact that you're then put in a good light, or you're given some kind of, you know, respect to be put in something. I think
And I
that's
mean,
a
one of
fucking good thing.
One of my favorite TV shows nowadays is called Reservation Dogs. And the cool thing about that is it's an all-native cast. The directors are native. The fucking everyone in the cast are natives. Everybody. And they all come from different backgrounds of tribes, and some of them grew up differently, but they all went through the same struggles. And they made this killer TV show that covers a lot of the stuff on living on a Native American reservation and all of the fucked up things that happens. Well, not like every fine detail, but it's a TV show. You can't put how they were put in residential schools, murdered, molested, fucking starved to death, all of this shit in a movie or show. It's just the mainstream audience wouldn't want to see that. Which I genuinely believe they should teach that shit in school.
Oh yeah.
We need to learn
Yeah.
from our history to not repeat it.
And I think
That's
it's
the
a
only-
disgrace that people are fucking, you know, there's a huge thing with people vandalizing statues as shit of fucking history, of things that are
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands of years old. Who the fuck are you to fucking take, you know, because I mean, look, you got these fucking statues of these fucking people and these things. It's for remembrance, whether it was evil, good or bad, it's to remember that time, you know, whether
Yeah,
it's
so
a
we
fucking,
don't repeat
you know,
it.
yeah, so it's to keep that. It's a part of history. So whether it's the worst thing on earth, you know, it's you know, it's like fucking the Auschwitz and the things, the camps. They're there. They haven't knocked them down and shit. Well, I mean a lot of them, but that's there, and you know, because people. So it's just to know what the fuck happened in the world. It's to, you know,
Yeah.
to be educated and to see, and you know, without these things and without, you know, it's just the world ain't gonna know its history and things. And I mean, I think it's important to know, you know, what the fuck's gone off. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I mean, at the end of the day, if you're gonna role play something, if you're gonna do something, do it right.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's if you don't, then okay, you don't do what you want. You know, it's your game, your fucking whatever. But don't expect to be fully appreciated or respected by other people. You know, that's it really.
And before I even changed my character to a Native American, I did I watched videos on history. There's a guy on YouTube called Man vs. History,
Yeah.
where he goes through a bunch of the different popular things from the Old West: the cowboys, the outlaws, the gunfighters, the lawmen, bounty hunters, all of that shit. And he shows you what they wore historically and how to emulate that in the game.
Mm-hmm.
From the Old West of Native Americans on how they dressed,
Mm-hmm.
and I try to do the best that I can with the limitations of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Aye. Yeah.
Fucking hell, this episode kind of went all over the place, didn't it?
Yeah, we went from fucking bikers to the
Role playing in
role play of
GTA
it, and then we
to
went
role
to the
playing Red
native.
Dead.
Yeah. But I think the main thing, at least, is that it was about, Image doing shit right and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Aye. I got nothing. Beast, you missed a damn fucking hell of a fucking thing, man.
I disappeared for one day and you guys started a damn podcast?
We've
Oh
done
yeah,
2 episodes already.
2
I know, I
episodes.
saw that. I got a
So
notification that you guys were on episode 2 of the podcast when I got home.
I think we're gonna start doing this because Beast, all I have is you in my ears being like, we should do that because we talk about
every
so
time we,
many random fucking things, man.
yeah, every time we get into those deep
Oh yeah.
But it kind of went off in like 3 different directions. Then we started talking about role playing in GTA as a biker, and then it went on to being Native American on Red Dead, or being a cowboy on Red Dead, whatever the hell.
Mm-hmm.
It just jumped.
So I highly doubt that anyone's gonna be. If anyone does watch this to the end of this, I highly doubt it because no one watches my shit. But what I'm thinking, maybe we should fucking have a schedule for this, like every fucking Sunday or something, or I don't know if we should either do it like that and try and make it a thing like that, or just do it anytime we're feeling like saying something. So put them out there and see
we
if,
have enough of us on with something to talk about.
yeah, and then we'll just keep doing it. I'll just keep doing it, or you stream it, piece, whatever, and we'll get it out there. I think we should talk about shit. It's cool to.
Get
And
some
I
shit
don't
off
care
our
if we don't
chest.
get any views or not. It's still cool for us to fucking, vent that shit and put it out there. Because maybe people agree, maybe they don't.
Brands, share our opinions, get some shit off our chest.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
anything, we can look back at it in like a couple years from now and see where our opinions were then
Yeah.
and where they progressed to.
Yeah. Alright, well that's the end of this shit. We'll fucking who knows what the next topic's gonna be? Maybe fucking people can message me about it. Maybe we'll think of something. We'll see. But aye.
Oh, no.
Ciao.